And then what happened with the pandemic is basically the entire world got thrown into fear, right?
And isolation.
So nobody knew if we were all going to die or not, right?
I knew.
And so a lot of really dark behavior started manifesting. People found out they were addicts that never had addiction problems before. People, were obviously engaging in conspiracy theories and trying to like rationalize what was happening to them. And obviously during that time, it's popular theory that during those kind of times, that's when people look for solutions outside of, because the way that most people felt during the pandemic was how could the institutions that we trust, which are the institutions of government and science, let this happen to us. When
I mean, come on.
In all reality, a pandemic is a natural disaster, like no government or scientist is going to be able to stop, a volcano from erupting I mean,
though
how the pandemic happened, it's highly suspect. And,
it's not highly suspect. It is straight up on purpose. But this is some, I used to think though about this. I was like, what about all the people that are having like affairs? They're going to be so screwed now.
Yes.
They're either going to be stuck at their affair partner's house or they're going to be stuck at their house and not be able to see their partner. Like how many divorces are going to come of this? That was like my number one thing. I wasn't thinking about spiritual stuff at all because that was already something in my life. Right. But I can definitely appreciate how that would have caused a lot of people to kind of turn inward and try to figure out things in a different way.
Yeah.
Right. But, I think like a big after the pandemic though, like I've seen this, huge, just like enormous amount of activity about like, witchcraft, shadow work, and a lot of dark night of the soul narratives, right?
Yes.
And I think that some of them are legitimate, and it's helpful to have that kind of information online so that people that never have heard of it might now have the language for something that they're going through. However, I do think that a lot of it is skewed in a way that is self-serving. Like, and what I mean by that is when your life is in shambles and it's a mess, right? Like, it's not always a dark night of the soul. It could very well just be that you're fucking up, right? And that you're not doing things right, and you've got problems that you need to take care of, right? And I do see a lot of those narratives where it's just like, all these bad things are happening to me, and I'm just going through a dark night of the soul, spiritual awakening, and it's like, probably not in some cases, right?